fellow collectors. Frank M. TTM here, back with another TTM Success video. TTM standing for Through the Mail Success Autographs. I got 4 today to share, 4 TTM to share with you today. Let's get right at it here. First in the box here, we have a 2-for-1 in 9 days. No fee out of Santa Barbara, California. We have Mr. Ted Bothfield on this 1960 Topps. And we have a personalized note to me and my son. Good luck with the collection. Regards, Ted. P.S. Go Sox. I'm counting that as a TTM success as well. And he did answer a few questions, which I will get to in just a moment. This is Edward Ted Oliver Bothfield, born January 10th, 1935 in Vernon, British Columbia, Canada. He is 86 years young. So interesting about Mr. Bothfield, his records have long shown him as born as in the same day in, see there, 1936. And he later explained that when he first came to the big league, someone urged him to cheat on his birthday a little bit, so it might keep him around a little bit longer. So he was born in 35, not 36. So if you look at the back of his cards, you'll see 36. So Mr. Bothfield was a 6'1", 190-pound, left-handed throwing pitcher, right-handed pitcher that played 7 seasons in the majors, 58 to 64. With the parts of 3 seasons with the Boston Red Sox, he played a half a season with the Cleveland Indians, played 2 seasons with the Los Angeles Angels, and 2 seasons with the Kansas City Athletics. He was used both as a starter and reliever throughout his career. He was a career 37 and 39 with a 4.35 ERA, pitching in 215 games, 86 of them starts, 12 of which are complete games, including 4 shutouts. During his rookie season in 1958, Bothfield was a Yankee killer. Debuted with the Red Sox in July 1958, his first 3 major league wins came against Mickey Mantle and the Yankees. After making 4 relief appearances, 1 start with no decision and a 1.80 ERA, on August 10th, 1958, Mr. Bothfield earned his first major league win in fine fashion. No-hitting the Bronx Bombers through 6 1/3 innings pitch. In front of nearly 56,000 people at Yankee Stadium, he no-hit the Bronx Bombers until Norm Seaburn lined a clean single to right field in the bottom of the 7th. The Red Sox won 7-3 in 7 innings. He allowed 3 runs. And then in his next outing on August 15th, he earned his second win in his first complete game against the Yankees, this time at Fenway Park, allowing 2 runs, 7 hits, 5 walks, and striking out 3. The Red Sox won that game as well, 6-2. Then on September 1st, back at Yankee Stadium, he pitched a complete game victory, allowing 2 runs, 1 earned, 4 hits, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, including the Mickey Mantle in the bottom of the 8th. He pitched a fine rookie season, going 4-2 in 58 with 3.84 ERA. Did not fare as well with the Red Sox the next 2 seasons, was traded to the Indians in 1960 with Marty Kehoe for Carl Hardy and Russ Nixon. He was a key member of the Los Angeles Angels pitching staff in their inaugural 1961 season. And with the Kansas City Athletics, he nearly almost pitched another no-hitter in 1963 until he allowed a hit in the 9th inning. Mr. Bothfield was briefly a member of the Angels front office staff after his playing career came to an end. And he did answer 3 questions that I forgot to get to here. I asked him who was your favorite teammate, and his favorite teammates were Ted Williams and Bill Mabacute. Toughest batter you striked out, Al Kaline and Vic Power. What other sport would you like to have played professionally? None. Played them all, but loved baseball. Very cool. Thank you, Mr. Bothfield. Next in the box, we have a 2-for-1 in also 9 days. These all were sent out on the same day and received the same day, which was pretty funny. No fee. Out of Phoenix, Arizona, we have Mr. Get this out here. Marty Kehoe on this 1960 Topps. And I put that one in there. And also on this 1964 Topps, which he added. And he didn't answer my questions, which is okay. This is Richard Marty Kehoe. Kehoe. I think that's the way you say it. He was born April 14th, 1934 in Oakland, California. He's 86 years young. Athleticism runs deep in the Mr. Kehoe's family. His father was Cecil D. Zeke Kehoe, star right hitter at the University of California. At Berkeley, Marty's mother, Eleanor, played softball in Glendora, California. One of her teammates was Bertha Regan Tickey, inducted to the National Softball Hall of Fame in 1972. His older brother Tom played briefly in the Red Sox minor league system, playing 8 games for the Class C San Jose Red Sox in 1954. His younger brother Joe was an outfielder, mostly for the Kansas City Royals in the late 60s to early 70s, and his son Matt was a pitcher, mostly for the Oakland A's in the late 70s into the 80s. Marty was a 3-sport star in high school: baseball, football, and basketball. He signed as an amateur free agent with the Red Sox after high school. He was a 6-foot tall, 180-pound left-handed bat and throwing outfielder that played during 11 seasons in the majors, 56 to 66, parts of 5 seasons with the Boston Red Sox, spent a half a season with the Cleveland Indians, a season with the Washington Senators, 4 seasons with the Cincinnati Reds. In his final seasons, he played season in 66. He played 17 games with the Atlanta Braves and 33 games with Chicago Cubs. He was a career .242 hitter with 43 home runs and 176 RBIs and 1,796 at-bats. Recorded a .986 fielding percentage, playing at all 3 outfield positions and some at first base. He remained in the game as a scout after his playing days. For the expansion San Diego Padres from 1969 to 76, then with the Dodgers from 77 to 79, and now has been a longtime member of the scouting staff of the St. Louis Cardinals. So thank you so much, Mr. Kehoe. I do appreciate you taking your time to sign my cards. Next in the box, we have a 1-for-1. Again, in 9 days, no fee, out of San Jose, California. We have Mr. Hal Colstad on this 1962 Topps. And he asks a few questions, which I'll get to in just a moment. We have here Harold Hal Everett Colstad, who was born June 1st, 1935 in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. He's 85 years young. A little bit about Mr. Colstad. When he was 8 years old during World War II, his father joined the war effort and brought the family to California, where he worked as a machinist in the shipyards of Richmond, California. As a teen, Hal was a 2-sport star, football and baseball at Watsonville High School in California. He signed as an amateur free agent by the Red Sox in 1957 after graduating from San Jose State College, where he played primarily baseball and earned a bachelor's degree. Colstad was a 5'9", 189 right-handed pitcher who was, interestingly enough, was first discovered in a very odd way, through a train conductor. Red Sox GM Joe Cronin said he was sitting in the club car of a train heading from Chicago to California when the conductor engaged him in a conversation. He said he recognized Cronin and was a big baseball fan. The conductor sat Cronin down and told him about a pretty good pitcher named Hal Colstad and asked him how he might get him a tryout. Cronin wrote down his name and address on a piece of paper of Colstad, had forgotten about it until several days later when he was having lunch with a Red Sox scout. He reached into his pocket for a piece of paper to take some notes and rediscovered the paper already there with the name Colstad on it. Not remember who it was at first, it came to him it was a pitching prospect the train conductor told him about. He said to the scout, "Here's a kid who's supposed to be a good pitcher, but he lives somewhere where nobody seems to know anything about him. He may be a diamond in the rough. Dig him up when you have some time." And the scout did so. Colstad only had brief stints in the majors with the Red Sox during the 61 and 62 season. He appeared in just 34 games, making 2 starts, had 2 saves, posting a 6.59 ERA with a 0-4 record. He walked 41, struck out 42 and 72 in the third innings pitch. Yet he was very solid in the minors with the Red Sox, appearing in 215 games, 156 starts. He posted a 3.48 ERA with his even 67 and 67 record. In 1966, Colstad joined the faculty at Lee High School in San Jose, California as a teacher and a baseball and football coach. He remained there to his retirement in 1990. The Red Sox brought him back to Fenway Park for the 100th anniversary of the ballpark in 2012, where he enjoyed meeting over 200 former Red Sox players. He said it was a real thrill. It was nicely done. So I love how the Red Sox have invited all those guys back. And he did answer a few questions. I asked him who was your favorite teammate. He said Lou Clinton. And I asked him who was your favorite player nowadays. Buster Posey of the San Francisco Giants. And when you visited Fenway Park for your 100th anniversary in 2012, who do you enjoy meeting the most? He enjoyed meeting General Jim Longborg. So thank you so much, Mr. Colstad. Last in the box, we have another 2-for-1 and 9 days, no fee, out of North Houston, Texas. We have Mr. Ken Espremante on this 1958 Topps in blue ink, and he added this photo, Red Sox photo, which is quite nice in blue ink. That's pretty nice of you. Thank you. I'll love it when some stuff is added. This is Kenneth Ken Joseph Espremante. He was born September 22nd, 1931 in Brooklyn, New York. He is 89 years young. He is the elder brother of former Major League player Bob Espremante. Growing up in Brooklyn, Ken was a Yankees fan in a house full of Brooklyn Dodger fans who would get heated arguments with his dad about it at home. Ken described in an interview in 1959, "My father would explode, 'Why can't you be a sensible kid? Why do you hate the Dodgers? Why must you like the Yankees? The next thing, maybe you'll be rooting for the Giants too.' He said, 'I'll grin and say, Pop, the Dodgers don't have Joe DiMaggio. He's my boy.' Watching the Yankees play at the Red Sox, he was entranced with Boston's second baseman Bobby Doerr, in particular his drive and the impossible plays he made, and he tried to emulate Doerr in every way, even switching his position to second base. Mr. Espremante was signed as an amateur free agent with the Red Sox in 1950 out of high school. In the middle of his minor league career, he served in the U.S. Army Signals Corps from December 1953 to October 1955, so thank you so much for your service, Mr. Espremante. He was listed as 6 foot, 180 pounds during his playing days, and like his idol Doerr, became a right-handed batting throwing second baseman in the majors. He played 7 seasons, 57 to 63. He played 2 seasons with the Red Sox, although just playing 30 games. As you see, that's a Red Sox uniform and a Washington Senators card. Thought that was cool. Only card I know of him in the Red Sox uniform. He played 2+ seasons with the Washington Senators, made 2 stints with the Cleveland Indians, played half a season with the Los Angeles Angels, and played 34 games in 62 with the Milwaukee Braves, and his last season played 20 games with the Chicago Cubs. His most successful year came in 1960 with the Cleveland Indians. After his major league career, he played 3 seasons in Japan. For his career in the majors, he was a 249 hitter with 19 homers and 124 RBIs and 1,483 at-bats. After his playing career, he first managed in the Cleveland Indians farm system from 69 to 71. And then was their major league skipper from 1972 to 1974. And he was also invited, thought as well, to that 100th anniversary. Although he played just 30 games with the Red Sox. So, anyways, thank you so much, Mr. Espremante. I do appreciate it very much. So I want to thank Mr. Ken Espremante, Mr. Hal Colstad, Mr. Marty Kehoe, and Mr. Ted Bothfield. I do appreciate it. I was hoping to get this one under 15 minutes. It doesn't look like I did because these are such great guys with great history. I just wanted to get that out. I hope everybody's having a great day, great week. And I'm loving my vintage Red Sox here. And the extras thrown in. Well, thank you for joining me today. Go on and on here. Take care. God bless. Peace.